Hi everyone, we are currently on the campus of Caltech and we are going to show you around. I took the time to think about the pros and cons of attending school there, so I guess we'll start off with the pros. It is highly competitive and selective, and this could be a pro or a con, but I would say that this is a pro because it does have its name surrounding it, but you also know that you're going to have a good education. They have 8 houses, and then each house has a different trait or unique personality. For example, in the house that I visited, there's this thing called floating. You can pay to pour water, milk, or juice on anybody in the house, and then the funds go to help pay for the house. We also took a tour of one of the houses, and it had painted walls, and they had a courtyard and a lounge area that you get to customize, and there was also co-ed housing. Another thing I thought was interesting was that in the first 2 weeks that you live in Caltech, you experience living in different houses, and then at the end of those 2 weeks you rank on like a Google form like your favorite and your least favorite, and hopefully you get placed into the house that you want to be in. 3-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Intramural athletics, but it also has D3 varsity sports, and if I'm going to play a sport in college, I wouldn't want to be D1 because I'm not going to get an athletic scholarship for that, but D3 I could walk on. It's definitely not a party school, and I don't really like parties anyway, so I guess it's a pro for me. It's close proximity to JPL, which is a NASA laboratory, and it's administered by Caltech, and it's about 7 miles away. The environment was very collaborative because it's very selective to get in. Obviously you try so hard to make it there, but once you do, you'd think it'd still be competitive. You're always like trying to help out everyone else who's there, so there's like no point in fighting to be competitive. You might as well just be collaborative and work together, since it's like everything you're doing there is hard enough. Non-proctored take-home exams. There are opportunities to get internships at places like JPL, SpaceX, Boeing. There's summer undergraduate research fellowships. The girl I talked to earns like $6,000 a year for research. It's 10 miles northeast of LA. Obviously you need a car or public transportation, but it's within a good distance, and the average temperature is 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Now for the cons. It's definitely way too small for my liking. It's less than 1,000 undergraduates, and it only has 1,200 graduate students or something like that, so the average class size is about 200 something students. And the one thing that I don't like about that is that I'll be seeing the same people every single day, and if it has less students than my high school, that's kind of intimidating. It's very desolate. It's not a very lively place. There wasn't significant diversity. Most of the people were Asian or a few white people. The dorm room that I visited in that house was very tiny, and it felt very claustrophobic. I don't know if that's just the way they styled their room, but I can never stay up late to do my homework in that room. Caltech also doesn't accept AP scores, so out of the course of my 4 years in high school, I'm taking 9 AP classes, so just to show them I could do it. It is a pretty neighborhood, but it lacks a lot of excitement. I feel like I get bored super easily, especially if I didn't have a car. Also, the style of Caltech is not really my thing. It's more of a Spanish Renaissance theme, and I like more modern architecture. It's also like a country club in the middle of the campus, which I don't know how I feel about. It's kind of weird. The last con is this, that it's far away from home. If I really was struggling there, I would have to save up a lot to go home. Overall, and final thoughts, it's definitely unique. I'm not sure if I'm going to apply here. I'm more extroverted, and I feel like the environment is more suitable for introverted people, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Every college experience is to make it your own. I just don't think that it's the right type of environment for me. I did enjoy visiting a lot, and Caltech is an amazing school, and anyone who has the opportunity to attend should definitely consider.